Greetings, salutations. What's good, everybody? It's your boy Card here, my partner in crime,
Hey guys, what's up? It's OTK.
and we're here for a little bit of girls' generation. Make you feel the heat. We have SooYoung, and her music video "Unstoppable." I believe this is the Japanese version. I believe this is a Japanese single at that.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Japanese solo debut single. So
Honestly, that makes sense because didn't old girl start as in a Japanese duo before she hopped into Girls'
I believe
Generation?
so. I
So
believe
this
so. and
circularly makes sense.
and so not sure because I was in Japan while this music video dropped, so it may
Mhm.
have been playing at one of the clubs that I was at, and I may have not noticed. So we'll see if it's like a club banger or
Okay.
if it's something sadder, or I don't know, but we gonna find out. Okay. So with that said, SooYoung, Unstoppable. Let's hear it. Okay. Instrumental though. There's that modern touch. Yep, the modern kicks. Okay.
Yeah, I bring you back to the beat. You know, she by the set, color data.
Okay.
I bring the girls and boys out.
Okay. I bring the girls and boys out. Oh, hold on. We ain't going to slip past that to the first time we polls all day. Hold on. We got you. We got you. I really like the background on that. I'll talk about the boxing after. Okay. Oh man. Okay. Oh. And we get to the credits. Oh man. Gotta shout out everybody. Unstoppable SooYoung. So, funny enough, I mentioned that I said maybe I heard the song. I think I think I did. But I didn't know it was SooYoung. If I did, and I guess you could say that's because I don't think I would have expected a release like this from SooYoung, given I guess you say the trajectory, like mainly so she's been in acting a lot more, and it's been more on the model side. So I know Girls' Generation, they've a lot of them been going through a lot of solo releases, right? This type of track is something I would have expected, say, from SooYoung or even SooYoung. Yeah, I would say. I mean, because SooYoung is also experimented a lot with her music, but she's also more into like the ballads and
I say Tiffany.
Tiffany, like with these upbeats of songs, especially sensual, sexy, sensual. I said Tiffany as well. So that's why I'm pleasantly surprised to see this from SooYoung. It's funny because I'm just like thinking back to all of the bias records that are back in the days and whatnot. And like obviously my favorite member was Yuri. And I like this, like for instance, this wouldn't be a release that I would expect from Yuri. I would not like how I didn't expect it from SooYoung. I would not expect this release from SooYoung, Yona, or Yuri. And yeah, maybe even Sunny I would expect maybe like the type of release for. So that's kind of like musically seeing like where like they vibe a lot with and whatnot from over the years, especially like from variety content and whatnot. That's why I'm like pleasantly surprised at this release, especially how the sound for it musically, like 90s, you could say this is like thinking about like 90s pop back in the days and whatnot. I think we talked about like say like bringing it to like Maya, and even some of those older like black artists and other pop artists and whatnot. So it felt familiar listening to it, right? And then I was just like, okay, there's the modern touch. When we're getting towards the chorus, we're building from the pre-chorus to the chorus. That's when we get that modern touch, that infusion of K-pop. Where or not, I shouldn't say K-pop because K-pop only because of her being a Korean artist, but this is a J-pop song, which is it's funny. Yeah, this is a J-pop song. So it was like okay, there's that modern touch with those modern kicks, those modern elements that I hear like in the snare drums, the synths. The song being longer than 2 minutes, already surprise, already a win. The music video itself, I really do like the box set. I liked how nostalgic it felt. Like seeing it's funny. It felt nostalgic, but still like kind of like modern,
fresh
or fresh, right? Yeah, like I just love the composition of her, like in the words in the background, like this portion here. Like I just really like that because it like it's funny. I hated box sets in 2013. It's one of those things where they felt like they were done to death, especially when they weren't like they were all like kind of the same at that point in time. But now you rarely see them, and now it's like damn. And now I kind of miss box sets, and now it comes. You have a newer appreciation for them. So when they're utilized, especially when they're utilized with the budget that music videos have nowadays, better appreciation for them. So I really did like that. That and of course the clever lyrics. I bring the boys and the girls out, because the boys we bring the boys out, but she's like, yeah, nah, bro, I bring them both out. I'm here. What's up? They're no business. So I thought it was a solid. I thought it was solid all over. Yeah. I am 70% sure this was at one of the nightclubs, Tokyo Zero, that I was in Japan. But I am pretty sure that I did not know who the artist was, and I'm just like, yo, that sounds like a bop. And whatever the DJ was mixing it with, and yeah, that's what we have here. What'd you think?
Oh, what do you grade it?
Oh, that's right. That's great. So, song. Song like let me see. This is something I'm gonna listen to repeated. I can see myself listen to repeatedly. I'll say yeah. I think about a 8 to 9. With the song, like it's a style that I like. I like the nostalgia of it, and then the music video. I'm gonna give it also around. Oh man, I think around I really like the box set. Even though a lot of it's simple at the same time, and I really like. Yeah, I'll say I'm at an 8 to 9 right now. Like 8 to 9. Yeah, yeah, 8 to 9.
Um, song was fine.
Mhm.
A lot of modern pop, I'm
Mhm.
not a real fan of unless
Mhm.
it's like artist that I'm essentially is has rewritten my DNA, and Girls'
Mhm.
Generation has
Mhm.
to an extent, but it's kind of one of those songs where as I was watching it and listening to it, I was like, I kind of would rather watch Girls' Generation.
Mhm.
And that's not like a dig at SooYoung, because I
Mhm.
think her stage presence, she's very magnetic. I love watching her. She's a gorgeous woman.
Mhm.
Choreography was great. I had a lot of fun watching her do it and having the dancers do it.
Mhm.
But when you say like it made you feel nostalgic, it made me feel
Mhm.
nostalgic too, where I was just like, I kind of
You miss
just don't
Girls'
want to go.
Generation, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And again, not a dig at Soo Young. It's just kind of sometimes that happens when you're in such a impactful pop cultural shaking group with
Mhm.
so many members, and sometimes it kind of just tickles your head and go, I kind of just want to go back for a little while.
Mhm.
Um but I think that's also to say, like, how I feel about this song is kind of how I feel about the last Tan music video we
Mhm.
watched,
Mhm.
and how I feel about where their careers have gone,
Mhm.
and also being comfortable and understanding that the music that they put out solo wise doesn't necessarily have to be for me, and that's
Mhm.
okay. As long as I'm open to checking it out and absorbing it and observing it, I think that's what's important. Because I still have the old stuff,
Mhm.
and it's good enough where I'm like, okay, I can't wait to see what you do next.
Mhm.
Um, yeah, because I agree with you. I think watching all nine of them, I'm including Jessica,
Mhm.
watching all nine of them dip their toes into solo work that has nothing to do with SM or being a duo or working with other Korean artists, like just their
Mhm.
own work, has been it's been a wonderful thing, whether I like what's been released or not. I think it's wonderful that they still have love and passion for music and want to go out and pursue it in their own
Mhm.
ways. But yeah, I'm surprised that she came out with something, because like you, I was like, oh yeah, she's just been acting,
Yeah.
acting and doing all that stuff, and I personally haven't kept up with her acting, so I haven't really watched what she's been doing. But because I'm a fan,
Yeah.
I'm aware of what she's been doing the last couple of years. Yeah, I mean, I think the only part that really sold me was I bring the girls and the boys out,
Mhm.
because it's the drop from the boys. It's
Mhm.
we bring like that, and I was just
Yeah.
like, oh shit, like.
Yeah.
But then it's also I like it's like, oh, now I kind of just want to go watch that music
Yeah.
video. But it's I appreciate it because I appreciate the lyric in a sense of being a queer individual
Mhm.
and watching artists who are, I think they're a little younger than, I think actually we're around the same age, but watching
I think
someone who
now we're
started
around
out
the
so
same age.
young,
Yeah.
yeah, it's watching someone who started out so young in an industry that is very homophobic, from a society
Mhm.
that's very homophobic,
It's 34.
watching these artists grow, and even if it's little, because this is little, um but the acceptance and the acknowledgement that you are big for queer women
Mhm.
in a way that you catch our eye, in that way that you're willing to shout it out like that. And I love watching artists grow in that way, but then also understanding where they're coming from and why it wasn't happening before.
Mhm.
I just appreciate it. What do I wish it was more overt? Of course I do, because
Mhm.
that would be great. But I have to understand the confines. and take even a small subtle win like that. It's just appreciated. Yeah. The video I thought was fine. It's shot beautifully. Cinematography is good. The sets were fine. I think going from watching Meg's video, for Rocksteady, was it?
Rocksteady, yeah.
Yeah, and this is kind of like, oh, there was so much going on in that one, but then also watching Kendrick's video before, which it itself is a box set, and like comparing it just what we've done in the last hour. Out of the three, it's kind of like right now my least favorite video that we've watched. Not that it's a bad video, just I'm thinking comparatively.
Yeah, because artistry wise.
Yeah. I agree with you. The sound does sound very 90s, early 2000s US pop girly, but also I know how that's also how Japan and Korea were also influenced by 90s black pop girls and black R&B girls. So when you said Maya, I was like, yeah, it's that. I feel that. So again, just hitting that nostalgia tip. I'm not a fan. I've grown out of the whole the beat is happening, then we slow it down for just like 30 for a minute and then we bring it back up. I've kind of grown out of that. That's been one of my least favorite things about K-pop and J-pop songs in general over the last couple years. When she started rapping, I was kind of like, oh, another. Do we really need that? I just kept singing. I think it would have been fine if you, but I also know that in Girls' Generation, she was of the rap line, so it all makes sense in a roundabout way. Outfits were cute. She's gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. What I think I rate the video maybe an 8, no, a 7. Let me be serious, a 7, and I rate the song a 6 because I'm not gonna go back and listen to it, but I like that she did it. I think the video is fun to watch. Like I could throw this video on at a party so that people can watch it while everyone's drinking and having a good time. But and maybe discuss it. Yeah, throw this on on the screens at a club. I think it's fine for that. But to watch again, maybe just to look at her, but but I could just go watch, Girls' Generation videos.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, yeah, that's where I'm at.
Yeah.
And I think maybe also this song might lend itself to a really good remix, like a real good club remix.
That's why I'm like, I'm pretty sure the version I heard was more of a remix. Like even though for me, I just like the song. Like the arrangement, everything about it, hits for me the modern and mixed with the what's the word I used before? Modern and the nostalgic beats and whatnot. So that's where I'm at on that. Yeah. So
I'll watch it again in my own time, but yeah.
Yeah. So this is her single, and outside of that, she has done mainly on. Yeah, I had to double check. I was like, that's why I was like kind of surprised when you said like SooYoung like song. I'm like, what? I don't really have it because.
I'm happy about. I'm just like, girl, yeah, you're singing again. Yeah, I get to witness you do something that I met you at, and it's for me. I love that. So would I watch it again? Sure. Would I download the song and listen to it? Maybe after 2 or 3 months of watching the music video over and over. You know what I mean? It's not an instant. I'll remember it after we're done for today. Kind of thing.
She's an OST singer, so that's why I was just like, because I was just like, I don't really. That's why I was like, that's why I said this is not the type of release I would expect from her, because she just usually sings OSTs, and that's been her main thing, and that's only when she does decide to sing. Otherwise, it's literally just been movies, TV shows, web series, and that's it for SooYoung. And then I know she's been dating this actor since like 2013. I don't know what's happened since then, but yeah, that's the other news. That's the only other news about SooYoung. I was like, hey, when I just started K-pop YouTube, SooYoung is in a relationship with famous actor from series that I just finished watching. I'm like, bro, what? and especially because what he was doing in that series and how he was kissing those girls, I'm just like, oh, okay. And yeah, at least I remember tweeting back in 2013. At least SooYoung doesn't have to be kissing a fish. That's all I had to say.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
No, because it was like I made a video about like back in the days, like K-drama kiss scenes is absolutely terrible, and they were, and they still, and a lot of them still are, but and that's why they were memes. So that's why the whole thing was like, at least she doesn't have to kiss the fish. And yeah, that was those were back in the days, man. Those back in the days. But we'll leave it off for there, folks. SooYoung, you're unstoppable. So keep on doing that. Keep on being
yeah.
We'll catch you guys next time. You already know. Gnosis.